What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mag. So this is match preview for the game against Man United on Wednesday. But before we get into talking about the preview, I do want to share my thoughts and my prayers to a best friend of mine that I went to school with. He passed away yesterday, tragically. I only just found out today from a friend that I used to go to school with that he has passed away. He died tragically yesterday in a car crash down in London. So my thoughts go out to my best mate, Michael, who I was friends with at school. And of course, um, I'll never be able to see again, unfortunately. So my thoughts go out to himself and his family and friends as well. And rest in peace, Michael, mate. We're friends in life, we'll be friends in death. I'll see you on the other side, mate. So, with that being said, let's go into talking about, of course, the preview against Man United. You'll have to bear with us, I am a little shaken after hearing that news of me mate, of course, but I will try my best to get through this preview. So we'll go into this game on Wednesday against Man United. Michael Carrick's Manchester United side is he's seeming to be getting a little bit of run of form going, and it is an 8:15 kickoff live on TNT Sport at St James's Park. We will be aiming for our fourth successive home league victory win over Man United, something that we haven't done or achieved, of course, since 1931. Less positively, however, we will hope to avoid a fourth successive home league defeat, something that we haven't endured since the 18-19 campaign, when Rafa, of course, kicked off with five St James's Park reverses in a row, of course, back in the 18-19 campaign. Since the last meeting of the two sides, of course, a 1-0 home win at Old Trafford on Boxing Day. Man United have played 11 games in all competitions, and Newcastle have played 18. So we've played a lot more games than what Man United has played since we last played each other on Boxing Day. Looking at the team news, it's still pretty much the same. To be honest, there's not really much of a change there. We're still without the likes of Bruno. We're still without the likes of Tino. We're still without the likes of Fabian Shaw. But I am expecting, people like Anthony Gordon to step up hopefully a little bit more in this game than what he did in the previous game against Everton. And hopefully a better performance than what we're seeing in the Everton game as well, because that was absolutely dreadful. It was disgusting behaviour. And hopefully Nicky Pope as well plays a better game than he did in that game against Everton as well, because that was absolutely fucking disgusting as well. But Man United's team news going into the game: Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, and Lisandro Martinez are all doubts coming into the game since he took over as the caretaker boss in mid-January. Michael Carrick's side have won 6 Premier League games and drawn the other. 1-0 home win over Newcastle on Boxing Day, of course, began Man United's current 11-game unbeaten Premier League run as well. And Brian Mbeumo has scored in his most recent 2 Premier League appearances against Newcastle when he was a Brentford player. And Benjamin Sesko is seeming to be getting a bit of a scoring run going now, as he's scored in his last 3 appearances for Man United. However, the referee for this game will be Peter Banks. It's a 5th encounter of the season for this Lancashire-based official, the Scouse Whistler, Peter Wanks, after a draw at Leeds, a home wins over Forest and Fulham, and of course the Derby loss against the Mackhams. Peter Banks will be officiating over this game against Man United. On VAR duty, it will be Paul Tinney. Looking at previous meetings, of course, at St James's Park, we have won the past 3 meetings at St James's Park against Man United. Of course, with the most recent one being a 4-1 win to Nali, Barnes back in a double, and Bruno Guimaraes on the score sheet. Of course, the last time we lost against them was the 2021 season, which seen us lose, of course, 4-1 with an own goal scored by Luke Shaw in that game, of course, which was the goal that we got in that 4-1 defeat. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Like I say, it's going to be an interesting one. We need to start getting the results going. We need to start getting that momentum going. But we've got to do better than what we did in that game against Everton. We really have, because it just was not good enough. If you've seen me match reaction, you'll know what my thoughts were on that game, and I was not happy, and I'm sure I'm not the only one on that. And like I say, you know, really shocked and really shook by that news that I received today of my friend from school, you know, Michael, passing away tragically in the manner that he has as well. You know, my thoughts go out to his family and his friends, and to Michael himself. You know, may rest in peace. Like I say, we're friends in life, we'll be friends in death, and may he rest in peace. Till next time, however, lads.